Hello friends, I am Keki Singh, Head of the Department Computer Science, Army Public School Agra. I am also Google Certified Trainer and Google Certified Innovator. And apart from this, I am also a leader of GEG of the city, that is GEG Agra. So what is GEG? So GEG is basically Google Educators Group, where leaders and Google educators used to share the views, their documents, the talent, and research, and many more. There are many GEGs across India and the world. Aim of these GEG uh, is to impart Google education, or rather, whatever Google has created to impart the education on those applications. Uh, in the same sequence, Google has given a wonderful tool, that is amazing tool, which is smart chips. Smart chips is basically a chip like slice that gives a lot when it is being used. So without wasting much time on this discussion, let moves to our document, Google Doc. So I have created a document, and before I move ahead, I must tell you about these icons which you are seeing here: meeting notes, email drafts, calendar event draft, and more. These are building blocks. So building blocks I'll discuss in the next video, but over here I'm going to tell you about the smart chips. So basically, chip is the small program, and which is referred to as tool, smart chip, and that chip contains the reference of the different documents. Document could be word processor, document could be uh, the Google Sheet, the document could be presentation, anything. But it shows in uh, the form of the slice, and that slice refer to the particular program. So over here in this document, I'm going to show you each chip one by one. And if you are having the system along with you, and if you want to do if you want to practice with me, you can do it. So open your system and open the document. But before move ahead, I am going to tell you that the options smart chips, this option is available. Smart chip is available in every account, but all the features or all the options of smart chips are not available in personal Google account and Google for Education fundamental account. So these two accounts do not have the all features of smart chips, but other accounts like Google Workspace account, like Education Plus and the Enterprise Edition, and learning and teaching upgrades. So these additions have the full features of smart chips. So what are smart chips and how to work on that? To start smart chips, I can use a magical character ampersand. So when I click or when I write ampersand into my document, I'll get a list popped up, and in that list I get many of the chips. So these are the chips. And other way to get the chips, I'll go to the main menu of the document and or insert tab. So before I start, I delete all this and go to insert tab. On insert tab, I'm going to smart chip. So over here, you see there are many chips: date chip, people chip, file chip, calendar chip, and many more. So I'll discuss one by one, and if you want to practice, you can open your open your laptop, and work with me and practice with me. So over here, first shape I'm going to take, that is date. So suppose there is an inspection going on in my school, and I'll have to schedule inspecting officers program for a particular date. So how to create this date for that officer? For that, I am going to create a table. So this is a table, and I'll take two cells. Only two cells I'm going to take, and see all the building blocks which were visible that time are now they are invisible. Program of inspecting officer and inspecting officer, and here I'm going to insert a chip, smart chip. So to bring that chip, I'll go to insert and select smart chips, and I'll select the chip, that is date. A calendar popped up, and from this calendar I'll have to select the date. So I'm taking the date like say 15. Inspecting officer has planned some program on 15 in my school, so I'll have to insert the date. So 15 I have selected, and in addition to this date, uh, this chip provides to set the time. How to set the time for the particular date? So I am taking the time, and I am selecting time as 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. I'm going to select, and here this is 10 a.m. And along with the time, I'm also attached time zone. So go to the time zone and add time zone, and since Indian time zone is GMT plus 5:30, so this is here GMT plus 5:30 Indian Standard Time. So over here, if you see, the time zone is also attached. When you say OK, date and time and GMT all are set, then I'll click OK, and this date chip is inserted into this table. So this is one of the chips. Now the next chip is people. I'm going to smart chips, and other chip is people. So as soon as you click this chip, the entire list of the contacts which I am having in my account, in my ID, or in my record book or address book, all are listed here. And out of these people, I can select anyone. So I am taking one, say Damini Gaur. So here, Damini Gaur is selected, and her detail is available, email is available. So if you want to send the email from here, you can send. And if you open this in detailed view, you see this. You can send a mail, you can fix an event with her, you can chat with her or send the message. If you want to set the video conferencing, you can set video conferencing. And if you have the number, her number, you can make a call to her. So detail you can add, and this name is in my address book. So this way I have inserted one chip, that is the people chip. Now next chip is insert smart chip, the file. Now file, we have been doing work in many word processors, maybe WordStar, the ancient one, and another word processor like WordPerfect, and MS Word. So we must have observed that sometime, somewhere, any external document is to be inserted. Okay, so that document should be on your computer or maybe in your drive. From that drive, you can embed that document in the current document. But as far as Google Docs is concerned, the every element or every data of Google is stored, or Google application is stored in clouds. It means you'll have to bring that file which you want to insert in the current document. It should be in your cloud. So Google has provided a drive, Google Drive, which is a cloud drive. You can say the cloud drive, but this is basically is known as Google Drive. If the document is in Google Drive, only then the document is listed here. So see here, these are documents available in my Google Drive. So out of these programs, I can select anyone. So when I select, suppose this, so now this is a chip. You should observe that when I bring the mouse pointer over that chip, the document which is referred under that chip is visible like this. So when I brought the mouse here, the reference of that this document is visible here. And if I click this document or the chip, the entire document which I have inserted will be opened in another browser window like this. Okay, so now moving to the next chip, and the next chip is smart chips calendar event. Suppose you have programmed or created any event in your calendar and want to create any event, you can do it here. Suppose I want to insert the chip, event chip, that is PTM, uh, is to be hosted in the school on 18th. So I am going to insert this chip in my Google Doc, and if I want to amend or make the changes, I can click this. This will open the calendar, and in that calendar I can add it. Like if I want to change the date, I can change the date, 25 rather than 18, 25 rather than 18, and time 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And this is again, this should not be the May, it should be April 25 again. And now I'm going to save it. So save, and if you want to notify the people who are in this event, calendar event, you can send the mail here. So this way the people are notified whatever about that chip or about the program event. So another chip is next chip is place. So if I take this chip and if I type any place name, for example, I'm typing Taj Mahal, it will show you it on the Google map. And when I click any of the options available, it will be inserted as a chip in my document. So if you see, I have inserted 5 chips here in this small piece of document. So how useful this is, it can be shown, it can be visualized using uh, or you can say this document. Now the next step is insert voting chip. My school is planning to host a tour for the teachers to different places, but to go to a particular destination, all people should be on the same consensus. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab the opinions of the people. So how to grab the people? This voting chip helps here. See here, I have taken, I have created a table. Like, sorry, I'm going to create a table and mentioning the destinations. I said Jaipur. I said say Ayodhya, and third one I said people want to go to Gwalior, and the fourth one I said Akshardham, New Delhi. So there are four destinations where we can take our tour. But some of the people want to go to Jaipur, some of the people want to go to Akshardham, and many of them want to go to Gwalior. So, how to reach the same consensus? I'll create a voting chip so and share this document with all of the teachers, and they will give their consent in the form of the icons, in the form of uh, the chip I'm going to insert. So over here, now I'm going to suppose my cursor is here and insert voting chip through smart chips, voting chip. So I'm giving thumbs up to Jaipur. I'm giving heart to Ayodhya, and I'm giving another emoji, voting chip. Uh, Emojis are not there, so I can create some more emojis. I take blue heart for Gwalior and and green heart for Akshardham. So these are the chips, voting chips. And if I want to share with the people, okay, where do you want to go and grab the opinion, I'll share this document with the people like here, like this person, like this person, and send. So as soon as I send this, everyone, every member or the people who are mentioned here will get a notification with this document. So over here I am going to send this document to take their consensus. It is shared. Now if you see, I am opening one document. I'm waiting for the teacher who is, suppose I'm willing to go to, say, Ayodhya. So my vote is this. Rather I want to go to anywhere, maybe Gwalior, maybe Akshardham or Jaipur or Akshardham. So I can go everywhere. But other person, let's see what does he do. I just opened, and over here I voted for this. Since it is not working, so I'm going to open his ID, his account, and so I'm going to open this, open, and I voted for Gwalior. So as soon as I voted for Gwalior, this document is visible with two votes. See, so this way we can use the optimum use of the voting chip. Now next chip is insert another chip, stopwatch. Suppose I have given some activity in my class and said whosoever gives the result first, he or she will be awarded. But the time limit is 10 seconds, and after 10 seconds this um, stopwatch will stop. So see how to use this. So as soon as I click the stopwatch, and after 10 seconds I'll stop it, and after 10 seconds, so this way my stopwatch works. Another chip is timer. Suppose I have given one activity in my class to the students and set maximum time for performing this task or event or activity at just 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So I'll start the timer, and timer gets started, and slowly the time is being elapsed. So as soon as it turns to 0, means 3 seconds are elapsed. So this is your timer chip. The next chip is variable. So variable, it is not like this is a computer programming. So I have going to discuss variable. Variable is basically the entity which represents anything. Like name student could be the name, say Rahul. Rahul is a student. Say Ramesh is also a student. So student is a variable. Its value keeps on changing, like Rahul, Ramesh. These are the values, and variable name is student. So suppose I have created a story like two friends, student 1 and student 2 are playing badminton. So instead of using student directly, I'll use the variables. So what should I do? I'll delete student 1 and delete student 2 because I'm going to create the variables. So how to create the variables? Insert smart shapes, variables, insert variable, say student 1. Oh, just wrong place. It should be here. Insert smart shapes, variable. I have taken student 1 and I have taken student 2. So insert shapes and smart shape and variables. So I am going to take student 2. Again, say new variable. I'll take student 2. This is another variable I have created. After 10 minutes, student 1 observes that student 2 fell down on the ground. Seeing this, insert student 1 rushed towards student 2. So taking the chip, variable chip, that is student 2. First off. So this is the story. But over here, if you observe that student 1 and student 2, there are two variables, but they do not have any value. So you can give the value to these variables like student 1 and student 2. So you can give value from here also. I said Ram and then to this student also, Rahul, and insert Rahul, student 2, Rahul, and Ram. It should also be replaced. So Ram and Rahul are playing badminton. So this way you can observe that variables we can use in the story also. So this is a variable chip, and the next chip is placeholder chip. Placeholder chip is the same chip, but instead of inserting a chip direct, it inserts the placeholder. Means you can say the template it inserts. So if I say date, so date is inserted in the form of the template. So whomsoever I share this document, that person can also be able to change or make the set the date like this. If I want to set the date, I can, and the person whom I share the document with can also. So similarly, other placeholder work. So you can try it on your system, and if you face any problem, do write to us. I'll create the solution for this. So this is for today. So these are the smart chips and how wonderfully they work. We have learned here. So in our next video, we'll discuss building blocks. And so I'm summing up. So we'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.